distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, I remain my humble self, A.B. Robert Esquire, counsel to Saint Mia Pamo Onisha, who happens to be the journalist that was kidnapped, so to say, in quote, or adopted by men of the Department of State Security. I know fully well that there are a lot of stories flying on the social media, on the cyberspace, concerning the suspected adoption of our client. Some persons felt he was kidnapped, and these stories were flying the social media simply because at that very time, nobody knew the whereabouts of our client. We were informed about the incident that he had been kidnapped. We made our inquiries to see and to know what exactly happened. Later, we got information to the effect that he was detained or arrested by security operatives. We made the necessary moves, and we found out on account that he was actually arrested by men of the Department of State Security in the middle of the night, to be precise, 1 a.m. And that he was blindfolded, that the men who broke into his house, security personnel, security operatives, were fully masked. They whisked him away and then took him to an unknown destination. We immediately swung into action by doing the needful and also made an application of administrative bail to the Department of State Security in the company of other lawyers. And when we went there, the Department of State Security categorically told us that they are not aware of his arrest. In fact, they told us expressly that they are not with the record of persons that are detained in their custody. Then we begin to ask ourselves, what is he talking about? In fact, the person who spoke then told us expressly that the person who is with the record of persons that are arrested or detained by the state security, that the person is not around. Then one begin to wonder, if the person who is with the record is not around, then did the record also go with him, or did he go away with the record? Other persons are expected to go through the records and tell us where our client sits, but that was not the case. We were asked to come back the next day. Well, we are just lawyers. We are not the security agencies, so we cannot force ourselves on them, and so we left. And then we later found out that, certain things were done, and at the end of the day, he was released. When we met him, we asked him some questions, and we got to realize what truly happened, because within this period, we have not actually met him, so we don't really know what has happened. So when we asked him questions, then we were able to find out expressly that his arrest, his detention, was connected to certain matters that are currently ongoing, especially the tribunal matter. Because they asked him questions concerning the tribunal matter, and also about the subpoena, how he got the subpoena that was issued to the deputy governor of Bayelsa State. And of course, as he told us, he said the subpoena is a public document which anybody can get access to. Other questions about the impeachment of the governor was asked him, as well as the Kogi State matter. But in all, we were also made to understand that our client was made to apologize to the government under duress. And you know that the moment you're under intense pressure or you're under duress, it means that everything that comes out from your mouth is not your own making. It means that you are influenced to say things that you ought not to say. And of course, a man who is before masked men, or a man who is before security agencies, a man who has not seen his family, who has not seen his boss, what do you expect him to do? He does not know if he refuses to do their bidding, if they are going to kill him immediately, and that is the end. Of course, he had to give the apology, and that is what we all saw yesterday flying on that was being reported in TVC News. of an apology. Now, if they claim that his arrest was basically about the Kogi State Isolation Center in quote, as they said, then why did they ask him to apologize to the Bayelsa State government? This is the questions, or the questions that we need to ask. It means that something is really happening. But in all, everything is clear. And one point I need to clearly state is this, that the fundamental human rights of our client has been what? Violated. Firstly, he was weeks away, detained for about 5 days, and he was not taken to any competent court of law. That is one. Secondly, he was not given any petition to show a formal complaint about the reason why he was arrested, and it was not until he insisted severally for them to tell him about the reason for his arrest that those questions started coming. So, for the fact that his fundamental human right has been violated means that we have a very good cause of action. As a legal team, we will not say much. We are going to do the needful, and what is that? We are going to make sure that we take this matter to a competent court of law for the court to determine whether or not the rights of our client has been what? Violated. And we say that yes, it is indeed violated. We are going to explore every legal remedy to see that justice is served in this matter.
Yes, good day. I am Barrister Wisdom Meni Adike, popularly known as Junior Gani. I am counsel to Saint Mepamo Onisha. Now, I am addressing the state of the nation with respect to the ordeals my client has faced within the last days at the custody of the DSS. First of all, I was called by members of my client's family on Saturday that he has been allegedly, some say suspectedly, kidnapped. Now, on making our findings, we went to the anti-kidnap agency under the police department, under the Nigerian Police Department, popularly known as COFADA. We made some findings up to the level of the Commissioner of Police, which the OC in charge of COFADA also visited the scene of the alleged suspect. Now, we later got an hint from investigation that our client was with the DSS, which we did the needful by approaching the DSS formally, by writing applications. And the DSS told us categorically for almost 2 days that our client wasn't in their custody. Later, on Monday, the DSS called one of our client's family members to inform us that they have approved the release of our client. Meanwhile, they earlier told us, notwithstanding our application, administrative application for bail, that our client wasn't in their custody. As you can see, there have been news trending that our client made some publications, which the said publications, according to some reports, that those applications were harmful to the system. To us, we don't see anything legally wrong, because from the report our client gave to us was that he, as a journalist, posted a news containing a subpoena order from the Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Abuja. Aside from that, a news on the Kogi State Isolation Center that was flushed away by heavy storm. That aside, our client has suffered in the hands of the DSS for days. And it's on that note, we cannot leave that, and we cannot let that go unsettled. We have to visit the court to enforce the rights of our clients until a court of competent jurisdiction decide on this matter. We are not going to rest, because the right of our clients to liberty has been violated. The right of our clients to freedom of movement, as provided in the Constitution, has been violated. Nigeria is not a lawless nation. We are guided by laws. How can the DSS break into a person's privacy at the dead of the night, whisking away our clients? blindfolding him like a common criminal in a civilized nation like Nigeria. As for, that is not the issue for now. We believe in our judiciary system that when we approach the court with the evidence we have before our table, justice will be done.
This is Niger Live TV. We bring you news.
There is a mass movement here today in Bayelsa.
Sports. Entertainment.
And the winner is...
Davido!
Politics.
And when the commander-in-chief says, I don't know what happened, then we have to worry whether this our security is actually in the right hand.
Thank you, my younger brother.
$1 billion is to be spent now on security. How does that affect the youth of this country?
Culture. And more. Watch our live feeds online at our website at www.nigerlivetv.com. Follow us on our interactive social media handles at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for the latest information and updates. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay connected to the channel that tells the untold stories. Niger Live TV, bringing you Africa.